Hello, salutations, what it do? It's Dr. Gamer, all father, do right game, know the vibes, like, subscribe, let's get it. What's up? What's up? What it do, Durag Nation? Welcome. Happy Friday. Hope you had a great week. As promised, we're diving into the new Suicide Squad DLC. We did the patch that came before it went live, the day before, and I just been playing around with it off stream. Helped carry J Shock Blast. I felt bad because he was raging so hard, but wanted to play around with it, see what's going on, and then do a stream going over everything, doing some playthroughs and stuff like that. What's up? How's everyone doing? What's up, Comic Cons? What's up, Smug? What's up, James? How's everyone doing? So, as we went over before, they dropped this new DLC. They did it in 2 parts. They did the patch, which was supposed to have a bunch of, quality of life changes and improvements. And we went over that. Still have the patch notes, ! Patch. And then the part 2 was the actual official episode 2 DLC, which comes, of course, with a new Brainiac boss fight. There were some new missions and that new gear, the Black Manta, the Two-Face. That's also a new world, and all that good stuff. So I already did most of that myself. It's similar to pretty much the same as the Joker DLC, except this one didn't come with a new character, and they shortened the grind in some ways. So before, in order to fight the new Brainiac, you had to hit season rank 35. And that's a separate progression system they added just for the new worlds, the new seasons. So you'd have to go to Nexus, select the episode, which in this case would be episode 2, Duality, the Two-Face episode. And then you'd have to play missions until you hit rank 10, and that would unlock the Brainiac fight. As you clearly see, I'm rank 79, so more than enough. And of course, beating Brainiac also unlocks the mastery level, so you can start doing your mastery level grind as well. I'd say this Brainiac fight is basically the Superman. He basically is using Superman's powers, and I think overall it was better than the Green Lantern reskin. But yeah, it's obviously not ideal that every new boss fight is just you fighting Brainiac using a Justice Leaguer that you already fought's power. But I thought they made enough changes, and it was overall more enjoyable. Definitely way more than the Flash one. The Flash one was just trash, but this one was fine, whatever. But the good thing about this is that they added new weapons. I think I actually got one. So they're corrupted weapons. So before, the only reason you would do the Brainiac fight was so that you can either unlock the Joker or unlock mastery level. Otherwise, there was no point in playing that again. If you just wanted to grind for the new gear, you could just do that with an encouragement mission. There was no point in doing the Brainiac. But now, to incentivize you to do it, they added these corrupted pieces. So they're special versions of existing gear that have better perks. They are corrupted notorious items. I'm trying to remember which one did I have? Here we go. Yeah, I got so this is what the new corrupted items. So these only drop from fighting Brainiac. the new Brainiac mission. So this one is a corrupted version of a new piece of gear that came with this set. The Two-Face Lucky Charm. And the corrupted version of this, if you kill an enemy with a melee attack, shield harvest, or suicide strike, now burns and punishes all enemies within 20 meters, and also makes you do 250% more damage to punish enemies for 30 seconds. So basically, it'll take the existing perk and just bump it up a little bit. That's what the corrupted stuff does. But I'm still looking for some new ones. The other changes that they did is that they have like new mastered versions. There's like, but those are locked behind the new season difficulty, which I was just about to show you before the servers crashed out, like Jay Shockblast did on his stream when he was raging. But they added 3 new difficulties, 3 new world tier difficulties called the evasion levels. And I'd say they will take you about 8 hours, probably, if you're like really trying to get all of them, because they artificially inflated the XP. They artificially manipulated the XP. So what was originally the case was that in order to unlock invasion levels, you gain XP. You keep track of the XP, and it says once you gain this amount of XP, you unlock the invasion level. But in order to make you play the game longer, they changed it so that the XP that you gain from missions is only a fraction. So we showed this on stream. I did an incursion mission that rewarded me with 200,000 XP. And when I checked to see if they applied that 200,000 XP to the progression of the invasion level, we calculated, and it only gave me 30,000 of the 200,000 XP that I gained. So they intentionally are shortening, are drastically reducing the XP that you gain from those missions, so that it'll take you a longer time to unlock those new invasion levels, because they locked some new quality of life features behind those invasion levels. So in order to access the new pool of mastery items, in order to access the corrupted items that I just showed you, in order to be able to craft legendaries from last season at Penguin, you have to grind to unlock all those new invasion levels. And you have to get all of them, because they only give you part of those. Like I tested out. I unlocked the first invasion level, and I went to Penguin, and I checked, and I was like, okay, so I gained access to like 1 additional legendary crafting recipe compared to when I didn't unlock any of the evasion levels. So I'm like, okay. So then I unlocked the next level, and I got 1 additional crafting recipe. So they're really kind of nickel and diming you on this one, which I thought was just unnecessary. But even then, I haven't really even seen much of the new mastery level ones. Like I think I've only seen like a couple corrupted pieces so far, and both of the ones I've seen were that same Two-Face one. And so it's okay. It's not a good enough perk where I would use that in my lucky charm slot. But if you're building a dedicated punish build or whatever, or burn build, whatever, that's fine. But I did get, and which is weird, I got a piece for, which I'll show you once we can get back into the game. I got a grenade, part of the new Scarecrow. It's part of the new Two-Face set. I got a grenade. It's not a master item. Or at least it's not labeled as a master item. You see it's a tier 2 trial by fire. But it has 4 augments instead of 3 augments, which is definitely a dub. Now, the only downside is that you can't, and I don't know why they did this, you can't use totes, the tote system for those that, you know, are grinding. When you go to Toyman, you can use the tote system to basically choose from every list of possible augments and just pick that one. You can't do it for the 4th perk. You can't do it for the 4th augment. You have to do like the regular modify one, and it'll just roll, and you'll get like a selection of like 3 or 4 to choose from, and then you just keep going. So I just did that until I got what I wanted. So now what I usually have on my grenades is I got the explosion radius, I got the 2% shield regenerated for each enemy hit the grenade. I'll get the 3% traversal attack resource back for each enemy hit, so that I can, if I'm low on health, I can drop a grenade in there, gain shield, plus gain traversal resource. That's how I get basically infinite traversal. But now I can also do the same thing for the suicide strike resource. So now I throw my grenades in there, and now my suicide strike resource is going to be getting back fast as well. So this is a pretty cool thing. I don't know why this one has 4, because it's not a master item. It's not a master version. But for some reason, this has 4 augments. So I'll take it down. Is the game getting still updates, content? We're talking about the new update right now. What's up, Mr. Clean Kids? You think the game will be relevant next year? No, not at all. I wish they. So there was some leaks about the next DLC character. That's when we'll get more story. So I beat the new Brainiac fight. As you know, the last one that unlocked the Joker, and it had, I wouldn't even call it really story. It's like you had the cutscene where the Joker is rescued, and then they bring him back to Task Force X, and they do that whole thing. For this new Brainiac boss fight where he's Superman, there's like no additional story, there's no additional lore. It's just you go confront Brainiac. He basically turns into Superman. You beat him. You stick the thing on his head, and that's it. No additional story. So we're gonna have to wait until season 2, assuming that comes out. And boy, is that going to be something. If you've seen the leaked image of the next DLC character, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That is going to be something. But I say at least some of the new gear is pretty good. So I'm still exploring. I'm trying to complete the Two-Face set. I'm using the tier 2 set. I looked over the perks for the tier 1 and tier 3, and I was like, tier 3 and 1 kind of sucks. So tier 2 is the best one. So I'm trying to get that. I'm just trying to get one more piece, and that will finish it. I'm trying to get a gun. Right now I'm using the tier 3 as just a fill-in, but once I get a tier 2, I'll have the full set, and then I can get all those bonuses. Otherwise, the only other change I made to the build is this new shield mod. They have a new Hugo Strange shield mod, which I think is actually pretty good. It says all hits on enemies while your shield is overcharged, punish them, and you generate 1% shield per second for each enemy within 15 meters. So I think that's actually a really cool new defensive piece. So I basically just been using this so I can punish enemies and get all those perks and benefits. But otherwise, this is all I did was add some of the new Two-Face stuff. Otherwise, the build's the same. This is the new Two-Face Notorious assault rifle. I've been using. Deals 50% more damage to enemies above 50% health. Killing enemy with this weapon increases damage to your next melee attack by 100% for 30 seconds. And it can stack 5 times for a max of 500%. And then it has the alt fire mode, and the alt fire mode deals 500% more damage and punishes every enemy it hits. And if they die from the hit, it punishes enemies within 20 meters. And you gain resource, 10% resource through critical hits. So this is actually a really good gun. I really like this gun. That's a pretty good gun. They need a lot more to cutscenes. They need a lot of things. They definitely need some more skins, because what the hell, bro? What are they doing? You realize it's been 6 weeks. They went 6 weeks without updating the marketplace, and this is the first thing they drop for the new episode. I'm like, bruh, what is going on? What missions do you have to do to fight Brainiac? It's the same thing as the Joker. It's the exact same process. You go to the correct story Earth in the Nexus. You just pick episode 2, Duality, and then you just play missions until your season rank goes up to 10, and that is where Brainiac unlocks. Literally the same process as unlocking the Joker. They just made it shorter. So instead of getting the 35, you only got to get to 10. And they even give you indicators on missions based showing you what kind of percentage, what kind of multiplier you get towards your season rank for doing it. Just like with the Joker, the fastest way to do this is just to play Killing Time. That's what me and Jay did. Play Killing Time, get as high as you can. I think we stopped at about 35 or so, and that just rocketed us all the way past rank 10. Just do Killing Time; it'll be over pretty fast. Never got the Joker Traversal mod. That's tough. I saw Jay got his Mad Hatter trinket redeemed. I was so mad. I was hoping he would never get it. They took what Jay said. Technically, that is true. It is technically Jay's fault. He did say they should do some Joker themed skins. I was saying the whole time, y'all need to do movie skins. Y'all need to do comic skins. That's what people want to see. He's the one talking about, oh, you gotta do Scarecrow. You gotta do Joker theme. I'm like, I gotta do the stuff people want to see. Like, it's crazy that Multiverses is gonna have movie skins before this game. Multiverses is literally launching with the Joker next week. The Mark Hamill Joker, the animated Mark Hamill Joker. And he's got a Batman Who Laughs skin. And Harley's got the Task Force X skin from the movie. Like, it's crazy work. I'm still waiting to see the mastery. Like, I've gotten master items, but I haven't seen anything labeled based on tiers. The only thing I got that I noticed different was like a corrupted item, which you get from Brainiac, and I got a Two-Face item that has 4 augments instead of 3, but it's not a master item. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but I have not seen like any new master items yet. And I'm currently at we're at invasion level 7, so we only got one more until we're at invasion level 8. We got everything, and I've not seen I've not seen any. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I was able to confirm the penguin crafting thing. You got new crafting recipes at Penguin. Everything else is like, I don't know. You did Mastery 70 Brainiac, not only did it take forever, but you got 3 items, all trash. So it's supposed to give better stuff. Technically, I remember they said, because I remember the exact phrasing. They said it's going to be you have a small chance at getting a special corrupted item. So it's really going to come down to luck. Like, me and Jay, we didn't play anywhere near that high. We just played them for the first time, and we both got corrupted items. So it could just it sounds like it's just luck. Or maybe we were they gave us that streamer mode.
That's me done. I feel so accomplished. Would I kill you to congratulate me?
I knew my positive reinforcement strategy would get better results than Mr. Luther's tiger parenting.
So using stack deck. Right now I'm using the new two-face assault rifle. This is the new one I'm using right now. I wanted to test it out. It's good. I like it.
When this fella bombs, he bombs.
I put the stack deck on Boomer for now.
Load up, Bill. Did we get the highlights for my new sizzle reel?
All right, I'm in the alt fire mode. Which is cool about this one is that you gain resources by critting, by getting crit hits. So if you're like shooting a brute, you're doing all the extra damage, getting all the extra benefits, but it's recharging itself.
I feel so accomplished.
It's much easier to get that resource back than the other alt fire ones. Yeah, playing at higher mastery levels, they say it's supposed to give you a boost, but it doesn't really.
All forces, be aware that scrambled communications are not just localized to your area.
I've never noticed like a noticeable difference between my drops at higher levels compared to lower ones. It just seems kind of like whatever.
And purple's my color. Load up, Bill.
Like I was playing on 160 in the Scarecrow season. Also pretty sure all the changes that they made for whatever reason only applies to the Two-Face Earth. Almost all the changes just apply to the Two-Face Earth and the Two-Face missions. Because like one of the changes they made for quality of life was they said they were getting rid of mutators. So it's like instead of the mutators where they were going to be nerfing you or whatever, they're going to be, giving you like bonuses and incentives. But if you play the Scarecrow missions, they all have the mutators. It's exactly the same.
Have some more.
All right, that ranks us up to 85. Is the update worth reinstalling the game? Unless you really, really enjoyed season 1, episode 1, not really. There's really no like if you really like the gameplay loop, you like the gear, and you want to get some new weapons, you want to get, you know, test some new stuff and all that stuff. Yeah, reinstall it. Like if you actually enjoy. Because they have some cool quality of life stuff. They got some cool new weapons, like being able to dismantle from here is pretty good. I mean, it's great. But it's like, you don't need to come back.
There you go.
Like if you thought season 1, episode 1 was underwhelming, this doesn't really move the needle that much. It makes improvements, but, you know, also does some dumb stuff. So it's just like, I like the gear aspect, so I rock out with it. Let's see, I already have a mastered version of this, so I can just get rid of this. It's weird. There's like no indicator though of what the grades are, so I'm not sure how you're supposed to know if you're getting a regular master item. That's what, like, I'm wondering if like maybe we're gonna have to like unlock all of the invasion levels before we notice anything. Like I'm legit, because I know the crafting recipes unlock and the corrupted items unlocked with the first invasion level, but I've not really seen any of the master graded stuff, unless the grenade I got is an example of that, which is weird because that one doesn't even say it's a mastered item. So I don't know how they're doing this. It's weird. What up, King? I have no idea why they won't add inventory space. They're not even addressing the inventory. I mean, the obvious answer is that they're just like, you know, chugging along until time runs out, or they literally just might not be able to. I don't know. But that would be crazy, because I know, pretty sure Marvel's Avengers that gave us more inventory space, and that game was a technical mess. So this might be something that's not a high priority for them, because there are a lot of other, you know, pressing issues they need to address.
Success. I have earned my reward. And also intrigued.
Like, I think the biggest thing is the offline mode at this point. Like that after seeing the leaks of the season 2 character, it really hammered home, like, to me, how important it is that they get this offline mode off.
It's exploding? Here of all places. Honestly, this isn't unusually homicidal. That's me done. I feel so accomplished.
Like, it's clear to me that there's no magical comeback. There's no There's no No Man's Sky redemption arc happening here. It's just not happening.
You see what we can achieve when we stick to the rules?
We're definitely going in a Redfall direction. And Redfall is doing their offline mode. So I just hope they just prioritize getting that offline mode out so that, you know, when the servers go off, people will at least be able to still play that want to play. That's the priority at this point. Why would it need offline? It's a live service game. If there's no offline mode, when the servers turn off, you'll never be able to play the game again.
Quota filled. Did we get the highlights for my new sizzle reel?
Did you not know? Did you notice this is no? You can't play the game if there's something wrong with the servers because it's an always online game. There's no offline mode. So if they turn the servers off because they're not supporting the game anymore, which they will, well then you will never be able to play. Like that's it. Which obviously is not ideal. That's why you need the offline mode.
Don't go paying me an exposure.
Fighting for this world.
It's not bloodlust.
I want to make sure everyone has access to the thing they pay for.
Catch him today. That's me done. I feel so accomplished.
I knew my positive reinforcement strategy would get better results than Mr. Luther's tiger parenting.
Quota filled. Did we get the
Are we
highlights
in
for
there?
my new sizzle
So
reel?
Blazing. I think we'll see Injustice 3 announced. No, not at all. I don't think that game is close to being ready to be announced. They need to do a raid ASAP. Can they do a raid? Legitimately. Like remember, there's a PvP mode that they've been working on. They haven't announced it yet officially,
To the victor go the spoils, and the victor
but it's there.
taking your targets.
But we haven't seen it yet. They haven't mentioned it yet. They haven't been promoting it.
All done. Don't go paying me
So
an
are
exposure.
they in a position to do a raid? Do they have the resources to dedicate to a raid?
Oh, you guys? You make me so proud.
Like it's something they tease as something they could be working on. You know, they were working on something. But realistically, are they? Are they really? Is that really something we expect? A raid?
Yet more enemies approach.
That's right. Flee Task Force X. It's what you're good at.
For the Black Manta. I actually got the Black Manta weapon. I haven't used it yet though. But I got the Black Manta thing. Looks cool. Do I think we'll get a new Avengers game? Nah, not at all. That game fun. If you're into the genre, it can be pretty fun. Not as fun as doing a dive
Purple and
fighting for Super Earth.
I'll take it.
That's pretty fun. Oh God, just give me the gun I'm looking for. Jesus. What is with the percentages? They will not give me a tier. They will not give me any tier 2 guns for the Joker. I definitely should have been got one by now.
Here you go, coming through. Beep, beep, beep.
Let me see. I got the, so I'm using the tier 2. Yeah, this one, there we go. This one's a master 2. It's a tier 3 version of the proper sanction. So let's see what the difference is. All right, so it still only has 3 augments. And is that literally it? It just has high DPS. This is a master one. See, this one isn't a master at all. And it has 4 augments. That's cool. This one is a master grade 2. And it just has like higher base damage, which isn't even that crazy for a shotgun. Well, it's only grade 2, so, but I guess that's what you could expect from grade 2. It's like, higher, whatever. I don't know how they're doing this, because this one has 4 augments and it's not a master at all. And the actual master grade 2 looks like a regular looks like a regular piece. There's nothing special to it at all. So I don't know how they're working this. We'll see with what WB Games Montreal does. I think that's the game that everyone is assuming is going to be Superman game. Haven't heard anything lately. I don't know if they completed their search for a creative director yet. They're still looking for one for the project. I would hope that I would imagine they would probably wait to have a creative director before announcing the project, but who knows? One of the reasons why games get announced early in the first place is so that they can recruit talent. So if they're still looking for people, it would make sense for Warner Brothers to announce something. It's like, hey, here it is. We're doing this. We're hiring, Go for it. Come work on this project. And Warner Brothers is going to be at Summer Game Fest. That is confirmed. They are a confirmed partner. But we already know one of the games that they're presenting is the new Arkham game, which is that Arkham Shadows, the VR game for MetaQuest 3. So we don't know if they're going to do anything else. I would imagine odds are pretty high that they're going to do Batman Arkham Shadows and Wonder Woman during Summer Game Fest or the Game Awards. Anything other than that is, speculation. Is a tier 3 the grenades? The Infamy grenades don't actually do anything. The benefit of the benefit of having the notorious grenades is just usually to complete the set to get those bonuses. And I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of the tier 3. Because like as soon as I see perks that's like, oh, you reduce the damage that I'm like, no, damage reduction is useless in this game. So as soon as I saw that, I immediately lost interest in this entire set. Like the Piece 1 bonus and Duality bonus, don't care about. Then the tier 2 bonus is After you burn an enemy, you get a stack of chaos, which lasts for 60 seconds, stacks up to 20 times. Each stack increases the damage you deal by 15% and the damage you take by 5%. So it's basically a remix of the tier 3 Scarecrow, where you get a big damage boost and you also take more damage. Then each stack increases your critical hit chance by 10%. Each stack of chaos, that's a cool bonus. So you get up to 600% critical hit damage. And then the third piece bonus, Suicide Strikes consume all stacks of chaos and trigger order, which lasts for 120 seconds and increases the damage you deal against burning enemies by 50% for each stack of chaos that was consumed, up to a maximum of 1000%. So really the tier 3 doesn't get useful unless you have all 3. Whereas tier 2, I feel like, is just good immediately, just having one. And then overall, I just enjoy it more. I'm just vibing with it more.
Put some bullets in this drone and some prizes in our pocket.
Are you ready for a surgical strike?
If I can just finish the tier 2 set.
Things on this side.
I just want a tier 2 gun for the Joker. Firefly Day is super fun. Love that you can knight the whole field.
Off we go. Everyone got that?
It looks fun, but I think I'm going to hold off until I get the corrupted version, because the normal version is like useless. I don't need it. But I saw a screenshot of the corrupted version, and the corrupted version's pretty good. That one's actually useful. So I'll farm some Brainiac at some point and try to see how we get the corrupted version of the Firefly need.
Is anybody else itchy? Are you in position, team? Some quick safety tips.
Otherwise, I'm just using the spot
Don't touch it.
for the tier 2
Smells faintly ominous.
completion.
Definitely don't touch it.
Is the game worth it? If you get it on sale on PlayStation and you like this genre of game, definitely go for it.
You all to know that I believe in you, and no matter what happens, I'll always respect you.
Two hunters, one
Definitely do not get this on PC.
Another win for Captain Boomerang.
This game is not optimized for PC at all.
Stasis has not dulled Joker's propensity for violence.
Quota filled.
And pretty much everyone that's still playing this game are on PlayStation. So if you're looking to play with strangers, your odds are much higher if you do it through PlayStation.
All done. Don't go paying me an exposure for this.
He's not even done yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting to. I also appreciate that the mastery progression is a lot faster. If you're just trying to increase your mastery level, that's definitely noticeable. I've been mostly playing
Level the block,
this one
don't ya? Uh-oh.
because I'm trying to farm like
We done.
a specific
I feel
weapon.
So accomplished.
but I got to 30 pretty fast,
Better results than Mr. Luther's tiger parenting.
so I appreciate it. 3 pin, there's a chance. Yeah, so like I said, biggest odd, we know that there's a guarantee of seeing Arkham Shadow.
Very corrosive.
We know Warner Brothers is going to be there. They already confirmed that they're going to be having a presentation for Arkham Shadows. Wonder Woman is their next big priority.
All done.
They, of course, they announced it
Pay me an exposure.
back in 2021. And when I was looking into what's going on with WB Games Montreal, I saw that they were basically working as a support studio for Monolith to help them with the Wonder Woman game, help them get that out faster. So that's definitely a priority at Warner Brothers.
Done. I feel so
That's why there's a pretty good chance that we'll see that in addition to Arkham Shadow.
I'm firing on Joker.
But other than that, no telling when WB Games Montreal is going to reveal what they're working on, because like I said already, last I checked, they didn't even have a creative director yet, because they lost a bunch of high-level staff last year at around the same time. I've been meaning to follow as well, but I wonder if I can find out what happened.
I'm sure they've kept your
I do know Patrick, the former creative director. He's at Ubisoft now. I wonder why. I was curious why they all left at the same time.
neutralize and integrate task force.
You say doing Mastery 1 would be better. I'd say you don't need to go beyond 70. You really don't need to go beyond 40. I mean, like, at a certain point, to me, there's no difference between 70 or 160 if your build is like optimized or whatever. But so I just do whatever's highest just for the extra resources and XP that you gain. But there's really no incentive to go beyond like 75. All right, so we got a Master 1 version of this Professor Ivo traversal piece. And yeah, I might as well keep that one since it's a master version. I got two of them. This one only has 2 augments though, but it's got way more damage. So, and of course, I don't get the gun that I'm looking for. Again, don't need that.
Go you! Don't let anyone box you in and trap you in the heart.
Also on Gotham Knights 2 years later, the exact same 2 years ago. Yeah. I remember High Ruler actually recently on his stream apologized. Never thought I'd see today. But he said he was too harsh on Gotham Knights. I guess the Suicide Squad experience has changed his perspective, but yeah, my experience with Gotham Knights was I always had the same view. I thought it had potential. I thought it was a fun game. I thought the multiplayer was done really well. I could tell that they wanted to do a live service looter, and they like bailed halfway through. So a lot of that aspect is kind of undercooked. But in terms of like the story, the combat, I thought was really enjoyable. I really like exploring the city. The multiplayer was really fun. I just wish they like had a more focused development cycle and just like committed to the additional content. And obviously I think they definitely should have made Batman playable at the end. But you know, that was their choice. But it was just weird to me that
Lex's facility.
they didn't like
There's nothing here
do more
for you but
DLC,
death, Task Force X.
because I thought there was definitely a demand for it. But maybe the numbers, even though they said it met their sales expectations, maybe they didn't think it didn't exceed them, so they didn't think it was worth necessarily doing more, which tells me that they didn't do that much DLC. I know there was some cut content, but I don't know, it just the whole situation just felt weird. Like they had all this cut content that they could have turned into DLC. You had a lot of demand for it, despite the hate. Like there was a lot of people tuning in for Gotham Knights content. And now that, you know, people got access to it on PlayStation Plus and Game Pass, they're saying, oh, I don't understand what the hate was for. This game is not that bad. Or they're literally enjoying the game, which I knew was going to happen. Because I know all the piece. It was, to me, it felt like a lot of the hate was driven by the PC crowd, because the game was definitely much worse on PC. But it was also like they were in a hurry to jump on this is another Marvel's Avengers bandwagon. And then you had the Arkham fans who were mad because they just wanted to play Batman. So I think pretty much the majority of the hate was coming from people who didn't even play the game. And then the remaining percentage was basically people who were playing on PC and were having all those like launch performance problems.
Did we get the highlights from my new sizzle reel?
But once they patched the game and they, you know, it was running smoothly, I was like, yeah, this is solid. It's a solid 7 out of 10 game.
That's me done. I feel so accomplished.
It was a cool story. It was fun to play with your friends. Oh, it was a solid game. A solid 7 out of 10 game.
I'm breaking into Lex's facility.
But the PlayStation Showcase stuff is getting hilarious. Shout out to Jeff Grubb. He's going through it on Twitter right now. Because usually, because last year when Grubb said, "Hey, we're going to have a PlayStation event in May," we found out pretty soon. Like they announced it like 6 days before it happened on the 25th. Everyone's like, "Yay, yay!" But now it's like almost at the end of the month. There's still no announcement. People like questioning Grubb, and he's like snapping on Twitter. And the thing is, they don't know if it's still haven't been able to confirm if it's a PlayStation Showcase or if it's a State of Play.
All done. Don't go paying me an exposure.
But I would imagine it would have to be a showcase. I definitely hope it's a showcase.
Positive reinforcement strategy would get better results than Mr. Luther's tiger parenting.
But I feel like there's enough content where they would have to do a showcase, unless like, because a State of Play, would they just do a State of Play built around Concord? Because that's their next big game, Concord, and there are rumors that they're going to be doing a presentation for Concord in the next couple of weeks, which I assume is going to be at whatever PlayStation event they're doing in May. Which, yeah, Grubb said should happen next week. Obviously, we're still waiting for the announcement. We were expecting the announcement tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like the longer it drags on, the less likely is a showcase. There's still the possibility it's a Saturday. Like they might
There go the spoils.
literally just have it
It's me.
on a Friday or a Thursday. Well, who knows? Because I know the state of play announcements are kind of all over the place.
I promise I
The PlayStation Showcase announcements are usually
integration was
somewhat
simply a
predictable.
method to your madness.
But you know, who knows? Maybe Sony's switching it up. Or they're trying to get stuff lined
All
up.
done. Don't go paying me an exposure for this.
But as for all the Spider-Man 2 fans waiting for DLC announcements,
So proud. You see what we can do? Stick to the rules.
if your best bet is the PlayStation event, otherwise you still got Summer Game Fest.
Without a war suit, it's unlikely I could
You got Comic-Con, of course, but seems very unlikely. And I mean that because they've literally never done this before. That's why
minor success, Earthling.
I'm looking at PlayStation
See if
events.
you can survive more.
When it comes to world premieres, Sony prefer since they left E3, Sony prefers to premiere things on their own showcase. So it would be weird for them to be like, "Hey, we're going to do a world premiere announcement of Spider-Man 2 DLC, but we're not going to do it at a PlayStation event." Like that's weird. Like their whole point, with Spider-Man is like they know that
I'm talking Ace Chemicals
that
mini golf.
drives the sale of PS5. So they want it. So if they're having an event, oh, I finally got the master version of this. I could switch it out. Freaking sniper! Can't use a sniper. But they know they're trying. They know that people, all eyes are going to be on the PlayStation Showcase, and they gotta be like, hey, anything they have available, that they can show off, they're going to want to do that. That's just been their MO.
Go and tell Lois Lane about it then.
So Insomniac is either doing that at a showcase, or they're announcing it on their own independently. But they're not doing it. They're not doing it. I don't think they're doing a world premiere at a Jeff Keighley event. They're either going to do it at a PlayStation event, or they're just going to do it on their own. God, I need more inventory space. What are they doing? What are they doing? Everything I said about the Spider-Man DLC applies directly to the rumored Venom game. All right, so I want to upgrade this. Okay. I'm gonna just, I think I'm gonna just delete this. I'll leave it. Damn it! I'm gonna have to make some choices. I have to delete. Gonna have to start deleting some more stuff because they refuse to give us inventory space. Just say 2 got the nice combat improved the more you played, so people who complain about the beginning of the game clearly never got the first 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, for sure. Like once you unlock everything, like I ended up playing a lot of Red Hood and Batgirl early on, but once I got everything unlocked to the end game and everything, I ended up switching to Robin, and Robin's so much fun, especially in the open world.
Look, I just don't want to wake up with frickin'
With his stealth and teleport stuff, it's awesome. Yeah, if you didn't take the extra time to learn the combat, but that's the other thing. There was I know there was definitely a lot of Arkham fans who are not just mad about not having Batman, but the combat is very different from what they remember. Like they intentionally avoided the Gotham free flow combat, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed Gotham Knights combat. I like that they didn't try to just copy the free flow combat. I enjoyed the variety, the special abilities. I thought it was much more fun than just hitting a button to stun, tapping another button to to do combo, and then doing a takedown. Like, nah. I like that they switched it up, gave you more options. All right, so we're gonna overhaul so we get the extra augment. Got some more. Oh, there it is. It's delayed. All right, so we got a 3 augments. Good enough.
They just let you out.
Two-face weapon doll. See, there's the Rick flag. Scarecrow, Joker. I don't see the two. Yeah, where is the Two-Face? That looks cool. There it is. Master proper sanctions. And this is the Black Manta weapon. Oh, I can delete that. Really cool design. You get a reverse flash pin. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the weapon designs are cool, are really cool. I just wish the weapons did more. I did a great job on the design of the weapons. How do you beat Brainiac Superman? Cancel for life alone. I beat him with a J Shock Blast, which is basically like soloing. I just followed the script of the battle until he died. I'll try to farm him for some more notorious stuff later on. All right, so we got our mastered version of the Two-Face assault rifle, which I like. Yeah, whoever designed the oh my god. Wait until y'all see the Mrs. Freeze design, bro. The memes are going to be immaculate. for Mrs. Freeze. Holy. Oh my god.
I'm just engineering stuff for
They are never ever
legends?
beating those sweet baby allegations. It's over after this. After this drops, it's over. There's no explaining that one.
This is where you and I go to the next level, friendo. Lucky for you, changing
What's up,
stuff is
Champagne?
my middle name. Oh, hero, changing stuff, Okamura.
If you don't know about Sweet Baby, consider yourself lucky.
thing is never good enough. Constant upgrades. That's what I always say.
Don't even bother to Google it.
Already batting 1,000. That's what I like to hear. Take this good thing and make
That's
it
one rabbit
better
hole you
is
do
a
not want to go down.
philosophy I can get behind. Fiddling is the key to success for sure. Let's fiddle with things. A good thing is never good enough. Constant upgrades. That's what I always say.
I don't care. I honestly don't care
Do you
enough.
not like anything? I'll try harder.
I don't need the
Don't
extra
you
1%.
worry.
That's fine.
Time for me to get
Just
to
give
work
me
for
the
your
traversal resource.
satisfaction. Toy man, go.
That's what I care about. Give me that sweet, sweet traversal resource gain. 3%, please.
Super ass. I can feel it in my bones.
3%.
You can trust me to make this very, very cool.
Go. All right, we got our mastered version. Got our reverse flash pin. Oh, Master of Fear trinket. Do the Bane doll. All right, that's better. Is it true Gotham Knights only has one save slot? I definitely have more than one. I know Dragon's Dogma has had the one.
Now this is rocket
Hoping to
science.
God her traversal is good. Yeah, the one thing I heard, like Miller didn't give me too much info about what she looked like. You know, now I know. But he said her traversal is good. I mean, it's gonna have to be to make up for that horrible design. Her kit better be insane.
Engaging Brainiac in multiple dimensions is a fine strategy, Task Force X.
Because they are going to be getting destroyed on social media when that gets announced. You're fine, Blazing. The game keeps freezing. Yeah, I heard some people were having having trouble getting in with the servers. Fortunately, haven't had too many problems. Nothing more than normal. Curious to see what Lawless looks like. You saw the, yeah, you just saw the face. Yeah, I saw the face. I didn't see the full body either. But yeah, that just seeing Mrs. Freeze just hammered home how cooked this game is. Like, oh boy, like the game already got off to a bad start, and you know they got some interest with the Joker, but then like after the Joker, like you don't realize how long 3 months can be when your game is struggling. But like 3 months of Mrs. Freeze, 3 months of Lawless. Hopefully then getting to Deathstroke. That's gonna be rough.
Are you in position, team? Some quick safety tips. If it's bubbling, don't touch
What exactly do you do after you finish the story? This is what you do.
All forces converge on that irritating jammer.
You fight Brainiac's forces on parallel Earths
that I believe in you, and no matter what happens, I'll always
in exchange for loot.
respect you.
gun's crazy strong. At this level, at least.
I'm on a killing spree. Don't tell the MPD. Firing on Joker.
Goes crazy on the brutes.
Hells, this fella's about to erupt.
Down it, down. I'd say I deserve a prize.
Are they all Batman enemies?
Joker's rebelled. It's not bloodlust. It's blood.
Who knew my positive reinforcement strategy would get better results than Mr. Luther's tiger parenting?
All right, Blazing. You forgive her for loot if you can. The look if you ride ice fans. That's the other thing. Because the problem with the traversal, in my opinion, is that it doesn't last long enough.
Tea with my umbrella.
So we'll see how they handle that.
Is this performance truly worthy of my attention, Joker? You can have it for now.
Because it's awesome if it's like, oh, get to ride around the city on ice. What if it's like 5 seconds? It's like 3 seconds, 4 seconds at a time. It's like, eh.
All done. Don't go paying me an exposure for this.
Slade's design looks cool. They didn't mess that one up.
Quota filled. Did we get the highlights for my new
I like how Slade looked. That was fine.
I'm diving in on this target of shark.
Mrs. Freeze, ain't it? Which begs,
Facilitate
just looking at
now.
this, I was like, bro, why didn't they just do Killer Frost? I don't understand.
Done. I feel so accomplished. Boy, if me and Stasis could see me now.
There are actual female established hero villains that you could have done.
Oh, you guys?
You could have done Livewire, you could have done Killer Frost.
To the rules. Almost clear. There are a lot of tangles in this.
Why are we gender swapping Freeze?
Hanging up on target.
Just call me the pinball wizard.
All done. Don't go paying me an exposure.
I guess props to them for just going for it. Like they're like, yeah, we have full confidence that people are gonna love this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Check those. He's gonna go big. Explosively big.
I see me falling.
Quota filled. Did we get the highlights for my new sizzle reel?
He's down.
This target boomerang? You rascal.
That's a Batman, so I can't strike him.
Big on boomerang.
That's me done. I feel so accomplished.
Yeah, the models leaked.
Level the block wide open.
The character models for
And this is why
all of the DLC characters were leaked
villains go.
onto the interwebs.
Before they get here, I want to say I'm loving your work.
The Earthlings have what they came for.
Who needs Black Manta? We got Devil Ray.
Do
Exactly.
not let them cross
Who needs
back
Black
over.
Manta when you have Mrs.
More
Freeze?
reinforcements. You You have no excuses now.
Is there actually a new part to Joker DLC? What do you mean a new part? If you're talking about story, no. Missions, yes.
Oh, and my horoscopes had cut back on the
Master
gimmicks.
Mistrial. Finally! Jesus Christ. It's a Master 2 proper sanctions. Don't need it. It's a Master 2 Ivo traversal piece. With 3. Yeah, I guess I'll keep that one. Hole-in-one Master Full Yellow Jacket. For the Green Lantern. Shield enemies.
You rise above your many limitations.
Does ours fire? Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Now I can finish this build. Okay, so we go on with the level, the Master 2 Mistrial. Now I have all the bonuses for the Tier 2 Joker set. Finally. And I'm almost out of freaking space. Here we got Gentleman Ghost Deadshot for real. I get rid of these. I'm not using them. And they're replaceable. Gotta save some space since they're not giving us any inventory room yet. What's up, 7 Seal? Alright. So we got the sniper rifle. Here too, I'll just leave that. See, do I have another hole-in-one? If so, I can just replace that. Hole-in-one. Green Lantern for enemies. Nope. Alright, so I'll just save that. Alright, so now I got all the bonuses. So Suicide Strike punches all enemies within 20 meters. Trial by fire. Also causes critical hits to generate 5% Suicide Strike resource. And increase all damage dealt by 250% while your Suicide Strike resource is at max. So as long as we have the Suicide Strike resource at max, we get a passive 250% damage buff, which is nice. So you kill an enemy with a Suicide Strike, you get 60 seconds of 500% more damage to burning enemies. Quickly get your resource back. Then you get another 250% on top of that. So that's a 750% passive for the most part. They definitely need more and better cosmetics. I don't know why they don't have them It is weird.
Use a sporting metaphor. Are you ready to be the away team?
Like,
in the dimensional
you playing the live service game. You decided that you're going to go with the free model, the freemium model, and with your DLCs are going to be free, and you're just going to rely on cosmetics. But then you barely have cosmetics, and you don't have like a lot of cosmetics that people actually want. I don't understand what happened. Like, this game not having movie skins is insane.
How low can I go?
You have Joker and Harley Quinn as playable characters, and there's not a single movie skin in this game. That's insane. That is insane to me. I don't get it at all. All right, let's try this Brainiac solo.
Hold on to your lunches, guys.
Bro, 2-piece tier 2 with 2-piece tier 1. Saying 2-face tier 2 and the tier 1. Let's see. Nah, I definitely like the tier 2.
3 surgical strikes will expose Brainiac's data vault. And we can...
I wish you could just skip to the boss fight.
True, this other Earth is a hostile hell world, but not without its rewards for those who dare.
That's why, even though you can, that's actually was. I just remembered that this is how they do this. Like even with the added incentive of more gear,
Yet my forces grow stronger
like,
by the second.
I don't want to play 3 missions just to get to the Brainiac fight. That's insane. Like a Sith. Welcome back to the Defenders. Appreciate you.
Tally-ho! Now, if old Lex wants... Now, Lex, don't be too proud to yell line if you forget. You know, someone will feed it to you. Okay, rolling!
Activating systems.
I just hate how
Fact guys are inbound.
so many aspects of this game seem to be designed to just not respect your time. Bars. Like, there's a fine line between giving players an incentive to stay on the game
And there we go. As.
and just artificially padding it.
It's compelling the way they pop like party favors. All this data's throwing off my aim. Better ditch it at the truck.
I am master of a particular kill.
Beginning my They do say data's worth its weight in gold. Done, like a true professional.
So now we got the full damage boost. $750%.
Everyone assumes the leg slows me down. Nope.
Halfway there! This is exciting!
Nothing looks better than a spin around my finger.
We're so close! I only need a few more shards.
Data acquired. Commencing energy weapon charge. Why is the damn controller vibrating? Wonderful. You annihilated them.
Yeah, Avenger. That's the thing. Avengers Avengers was when it comes to cosmetics, Avengers was never this bad. Like Avengers launched with bad skins, and for whatever reason, like they didn't have MCU stuff. They didn't really have comic stuff. But they had skins. Like the skins were bad for the most part, but they had plenty of skins, and they would keep pushing them. You know, then eventually in 2021 they start rolling out the MCU stuff and the more comic stuff. But I give them a pass to some degree on that because they were restricted because of licensing. Like they had to go through Marvel to do everything, and they had to get all those approvals. So it was always a hassle, and Marvel really did not like them. Like they really did not mess with them at a certain point, and it just made everything way harder. Rocksteady didn't have that restriction. WB owns DC. They're not licensing the game. They don't have to constantly check in. They don't have those obstacles. So I don't understand why it ended up like this.
I trust it's even more incensing on your side.
It is so bizarre.
Shard drop off. Thank you for your patronage. I'm rubber.
Not with DLC.
I'm feeling the weight of my data success. Better dump
The
it.
quality of life changes are good for the most part, except for wasting everyone's time with the invasion level thing.
So much potential.
You know, they added new weapons, new missions, but yeah, that one new mission,
I do
the
love
Dimension
fulfilling
one,
special requests.
yeah, that I don't like that one. That's not very good. That's the one that Jay Shot Glass was raging off of. I didn't have nearly as much trouble with it, but it's definitely not a fun mission. It's a cool idea, but the execution is kind of lacking.
Go team.
And there we go. As.
I think the problem is because in general, it's a really annoying mechanic when you're like, okay, in order to make enemies more challenging,
Metaphorically speaking.
we're going to give them mechanics that make them immune to all your attacks. And that's like never fun. So I understand why a lot of people just didn't like it.
The numbers are good, Task Force X. Engaging the...
I tried a shotgun, the two-face one. No.
We should formalize our working arrangement.
I had really no interest in the two-face weapons,
Surgical strikes will expose Brainiac.
except just for
Can be done with
their peace bonuses. That's how I use the weapons. Like the best weapons in the game to me are either legendaries or notorious.
Let's see.
Those are the ones I use for my gun.
Ready to rework.
For the firearm slot too, I always just leave in like an infamy set piece for whatever I'm trying to get a bonus for. I don't actually use those weapons.
excellent initiative returning to Brainiac's Earth. You'll forgive me for not joining you. Suppressing fire initiated.
Why are rocket launchers not in this game?
As ever,
Great question.
attitude is different.
Ah, the beam is seeking out targets.
They wouldn't make sense.
Lines, beware.
Oh yeah! Hack just made the Terminaut just glowy for us. Let's grab him.
Join me and you could have one of these.
I mean, just in general, there are a lot of
Sit on the barrel. Do
even
what you like.
even then we're still getting into like traditional weapons like rocket launchers, shotguns, assault rifles. This is freaking DC. This is the Suicide Squad. We got Task Force X. We got Lex Luthor. We got super villain weapons from the Hall of like we got all this stuff.
Take him down.
Like there's so many interesting weapons and artifacts in DC. I feel like it's kind of a waste. For us to be using shotguns and pistols and stuff. Whose effects are mainly just, oh, this does this bonus or this inflicts this stat effect. Like it seems a little just like
Maybe some more?
underwhelming.
Fire away. It won't be enough.
Surprise stinker.
Terminal thing. Get him, so we can open up the big gun over there.
The cannon is deploying its beam weapon.
Let me just go over here. Take out the trash.
The Joker's on you.
Drop off another deposit.
I need to get this one back.
Freeze time.
The mines.
I read the comic. I have not read a single one of the Suicide Squad comics.
Not to brag, but this
They're supposed to send me a care package actually
I'm all
that included the
gang.
comic.
Alien chunks, that is.
At least one of the issues of the comics. I haven't gotten it yet.
Ooh, let's stick a banana up that thing's tailpipe.
That amount of damage wouldn't even stop you.
Here's one for you.
A heads up. I've engaged new firing sequence.
Like 5 Z-list villains got slaughtered.
To a 12th level intellect. Units, keep
Rip to the Z-list.
Joker. His aptitude for chaos is
Hey,
worrisome.
don't just stand there. Grab some ooey gooey Terminaut chunks. Cannon just pooped out some snappy floaters. What do you call it, things? Mine.
Not shooting me with that thing.
I'm firing on Joker.
I love Joker's aerial combat. Just chilling in the air with the umbrella, bombing people.
Jumping this one.
Manipulating time.
Switching targets.
He's got such a satisfying loop.
I got a bunch of chunks. Is there like a lunchbox or a free pizza or something?
Got the
Units, rid this world of its remaining Joker immediately.
let me deposit those.
This next firing pattern is an old favorite.
It's trying to zap us, but not in a fun way.
Oh, have I used the inner game weapon?
Nice bullets.
I know I got one that I thought looked interesting, especially for like the lantern,
Remains. They are key to defeating the weapon.
but I never really got into them. I was like, eh. It's just like the stack deck is better, so I just ended up just using that.
These flailing
Then for the Scarecrow season, you basically had to use the poison gun or the stack deck, so it was just like, eh.
Brainiac's weapon is overcome with rage.
And we gotta do a third mission. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm definitely not farming Brainiac. Screw this. Gotta do 3 missions just to get to the Brainiac fight. Inner gang stack deck assault rifle. Yeah, my favorite, the weapon I use all the time is the for my stack deck. My go-to is the stack deck hole-in-one shotgun. It's basically an automatic shotgun. So good.
Oh, Task Force X, you're just Waller's playthings.
I use it with Boomer and Joker.
Oh, good. The tour bus hasn't left yet. Before we go, is everyone funny? On my Earth, I never got picked for data gathering.
Is this game as bad as people say? Games are rarely ever as bad as people say, because most of the people who say games are bad don't actually play the game. They look at the trailer and say it's bad, or they say it's bad based on what someone else said. Rarely, if ever, is there like a consensus.
What a screw up.
Some stuff like Gollum is universal. Like, oh yeah, everyone agrees that game sucks. You know, a game like that gets its reputation for just being just bad in every way, not being redeemable. A game like Suicide Squad is a little more divisive because a lot of the hate for a game like Suicide Squad doesn't come from the game itself. It comes from the expectations of the people, or could be cultural reasons. And unfortunately, Suicide Squad kind of has all of that. They've got Arkham fans who hate it because it's not an Arkham game, so they refuse to even try it. You got culture warriors who hate it, and obviously are never going to play it because, you know, they think it's woke or whatever, and so they have to grift off of it by saying it's as bad as possible. Then you have the people who actually played it, like a decent amount. Like a Paul Tassi is one of the few journalists who's actually like legitimately played the game and wants it to do better. And he gave it like a 6. If you notice the user scores for the people who verified to have played the game, they're pretty high. The problem is that the game is fun, but past a certain point, you kind of just run out of stuff to do because there's really not a lot of story, not nearly as much as people thought there would be. So if you're really not a fan of the repetitive grinding that usually comes with looters, you're probably not going to stick around too long past the end. And then, of course, the technical problems and stuff that popped up.
Whoa, I'm falling.
Joker.
Hate live service games. Yeah, that's the other thing. There are people who just anything that's live service, they immediately reject it. And I'm not like that.
We're here in beautiful Metropolis where you...
There are games that I'm just not interested in, but I won't judge the quality of it based on the genre. I'll judge it based on the game itself.
Are your actions calculated or pathological, Joker?
And I do not mind live service or games as a service at all, as long as they're done well. And the Suicide Squad live service elements were not done well. Like the core problem, like the good thing they did is that they, despite what people say, and this is why it's important like to not listen to people who are like completely biased and didn't even, you know, actually try it for themselves. Like this game has, if you go online with certain circles, they'll say this game is a cash grab. And they say, oh, it's a live service game, therefore cash grab, because they did no research. They didn't play it. They didn't look up what it was in it. They just said, oh, live service, cash grab, turn off brain. And it's not. That's one of the reasons why this game isn't going to last long, because they took no opportunities to grab cash. They had no interest in grabbing anyone's cash. If they wanted to grab cash, they would be doing things very differently.
These flailing antics of yours, Joker.
It's kind of like Helldivers 2 in that way. It has has a bit more monetization than Helldivers 2.
Wow, you guys! I'm so proud of you.
No place to hide.
But it still has like a lot of kind of consumer friendly strategies, and that a lot of stuff is free. You know, the main bulk of the content is free, and they just ask for some money for cosmetics. The problem is they don't even give you the cosmetics. Like, they barely have cosmetics in this game. Like, cosmetics is the main source of income for this game, and they barely have any. And most of the ones they have, most people aren't interested in. It's the weirdest thing. They could have cashed in easily, especially within the first few months, knowing they're going to drop the Joker. Like, imagine how much money they could have raked in if season 1 of the Joker, in the marketplace you saw Batman Who Laughs and a Mark Hamill Joker animated skin from the Batman animated series. You know how much money they would have made on DLC day if they had that in the marketplace?
Wonderful. So many fascinating metrics.
How much money they would have made if they just gave us the Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight Harley outfit? They left so much money on the table. That's why I laugh every time someone calls it a cash grab. I'm like, how? What cash did they try to grab?
Looks like we need a little more opposition, Task Force X.
Have I played multiplayer? I played with Jay Shockflash yesterday. Otherwise, I usually play solo. Unless I'm streaming and people want to play, I'll just bring in people. Otherwise, I'm playing solo. When is the Spider-Man 2 DLC coming out? As soon as they announce it. I think choosing Mr. Freeze instead of... That is so weird. Like, it's like they intentionally did this to like drop because they knew it was going to be controversial. Because practically there's no reason to do it. Like, you're not like you're not getting Mr. Freeze fans. Like, they're going to be annoyed. Like, why not just give us Mr. Freeze? You're not giving anything to the players who wanted more female characters, which you'll understand why when you see the design. It's like, why didn't you do Killer Cross? Like, Killer Frost is her own character, established character, popular character, has her own fan base. Just do that. Like, why complicate it? These decisions need to be studied. Alright. Kill Brainiac. The third Brainiac out of 13. Holy. There's no way we actually. Like, eventually they're gonna run out of Justice League members because they didn't have that many Justice League members to begin with. They're already about to, like, they've already actually ran out because I think the next Brainiac is supposed to be a fusion of Green Lantern and Flash. So they've already run out of like original JL members for Brainiac to reskin. So they're just going to be like fusing them now.
This is something a little special for you, Task Force X.
Killer Frost is a layup, literally.
Desire to do good.
Can you join in? Yeah, sure.
Powers
Why not?
have their uses.
All right, so this is the Superman Brainiac encounter.
Like a touch of the dramatic. How's this for
So he's going to spawn
I'm right here, Task Force X.
those things. Starts out like the incubator.
Task Force X.
Kill the enemies, just like every incubator mission. Kill the enemies.
Wait for it.
Don't worry. I'll
Destroy the
take my
incubator.
time defeating you. Wouldn't want to rush it now, would we?
Timing needs
Incineration is a very effective means of problem solving.
Oh, that hurts. Are they asking me out on a date?
You can empower your gold kryptonite with a Terminaut micro facility.
Oh, the potency locked behind
Basically got to depower him.
Prepare yourself. I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Heat vision.
There's like there's one more left. Amount of grenades. My grenades aren't spawning like they should. There we go.
Sharks, we make a heck of a splash.
Heat vision.
Watch out for his heat vision
Actually,
and random explosions that take away your traversal. Then you destroy this.
don't worry. I'll take my time defeating you. Wouldn't want to rush it now, would we? Incineration is a very effective means of problem solving.
Keep smiling, Joker. I have your target.
They can't hold me
Oh,
here.
the potency locked behind his foolish morality. Prepare yourselves.
I'm doing it all for the laughs, pals.
Try to counter. Shoot him.
A little showy for my tastes, but very satisfying.
Surprise stinker.
Snipers are always annoying. Gotta get rid of them.
So much power. I'm going to enjoy introducing you to it.
Where are you hiding? There you go.
Task Force X, stand and be obliterated.
I thought when I originally played this, I thought it was like Jay was using Venom Frenzy.
Don't worry. I'll take my time defeating you. Wouldn't want to rush it
I
now,
keep running
would we?
invisible walls. Yeah, at some point, I don't know why, but yeah, randomly they turn into the Venom Frenzy thing.
So much power. I'm going to enjoy introducing you to it.
Rainy, we gotta talk about this power stealing and losing horribly thing.
First, you gotta deal with the invisible Batman snipers. Man, he just yeeted his own guy.
Locked behind his foolish morality. Prepare yourselves.
All in one.
Heat vision felt a touch primitive, but actually, it's enjoyable. I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Heat vision. Don't worry. I'll take my time defeating you. Wouldn't want to rush it now, would we?
There you go. You don't want the counter.
No fun without
Incineration is a very effective means of problem solving. Dark Vortex, stand and be obliterated.
Where'd he go?
Soup takes damage and manages to make it kind of attractive. You do it and, well,
Got him.
weird. Worked on my end.
This Earth's orbit.
So that's the first phase. What the heck?
Solar energy required by Kryptonian powers. I can fix that.
So for this part, you just gotta get out the way.
Are you sure your little mind? My Kryptonian powers require a little top-up, Suicide Squad.
Excuse me.
the healing crystal thing doesn't work. Let me prove it.
This'll be nasty, brutish, and short. And that's just the
Your
alien.
innovative use of
Want
crystals
to get rid of all these crystals.
This sabotage has only shortened your already infinitesimal lifespans.
Go crazy on them.
Heat vision felt a touch primitive, but actually, it's enjoyable. I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Heat vision.
Our experience with Superman serves us well.
I'm right here, Task Force X. Time to focus. I must recharge these Kryptonian powers. Annoying, but necessary.
Destroy that.
Get rid of those flaming crystals.
Oh, thank you.
That much, son.
Actually needed this. Thank you for the shield, my friend.
Time to paint this town purple. And purple's my color.
Crystals generating simulated solar radiation. Fascinating. But please destroy them.
Time freeze.
We must disrupt Brainiac's crystalline power source. Much more convenient than killing the sun.
So many ways to utterly destroy. Even with these powers in a weakened state, you're no
Now he's weakened again. Keep my distance.
Well,
Axial tilts are so fragile. Time to show you the extent of my new arsenal.
To the face model, he's wearing a mask.
Our enemies attempt reinforcements.
So that's things spreading. Just make sure you just stay right here so it doesn't hit you.
I know you wear things like a touch of the dramatic. How's this for mood lighting?
All right, now we're right back to the
On the greatest threat. Me.
Can never be too
incubators.
sure, Rory.
Destroying you on a molecular level will be most edifying.
Our Trojan Terminauts now contain a gold kryptonite booster.
That's another one down.
Oops. Must be a warning shot.
A little showy for my tastes, but very satisfying.
This'll really knock your socks off.
The sniper out of here.
Task Force X, stand and be obliterated. Kal-El has so much potential as a weapon.
Wish you had more room.
It's put to good use.
We'll get a little boost here.
I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Heat vision. Destroying you on a molecular level will be most edifying.
Switch to the big guns. Taking way too long to die.
Effective means of problem solving.
Great, Harley to go.
The destruction of Krypton perplexes me. All this power, and they couldn't defend themselves.
All right. Incubator
A
done.
little showy for my tastes, but very satisfying.
Invisible. Back up.
Heat vision felt a touch primitive, but actually...
They didn't give me my shield back for that.
I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Heat vision. A little showy for my tastes, but very satisfying. So many ways to utterly destroy
Still got his shield.
fragile forms. Where to start?
There we go.
Heat vision felt a touch primitive, but actually, it's enjoyable.
Selecting new target.
Your abject failure will be but a footnote in my story.
Target located.
Incineration is a very effective means of problem solving.
You can empower your gold kryptonite with a Terminaut micro facility.
Kal-El has so much potential as a weapon. I'll see it's put to good use.
See if I can do some damage yet. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of that.
Task Force X, stand and be obliterated.
All right. The shield is gone.
I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Heat vision.
Where's the fire?
Improve your gold kryptonite's efficacy with the Terminaut micro facilities.
That's a drag.
Your abject failure will be but a footnote.
You gotta stop aiming at me.
Targeting Stark.
I had been hoping for more man. But it's all murder to me. Sticking to Harley's target target like acid on face.
A little showy for my tastes, but very satisfying.
Whee.
The destruction of Krypton perplexes me. All this power, and they couldn't defend themselves.
Weird. Worked on my Earth.
Yeah, let me get these annoying snipers out here.
There's no point running for cover.
Guess you didn't get the impervious to bullet spit down, huh? Spicy meatball incoming!
He's not allergic to these bullets.
You tell me if you were gonna dress up like Wendy next, right?
Imagine if he does Wonder Woman. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Brainiac as Wonder Woman.
So many ways to utterly destroy your...
Can you imagine?
I see there's no sense in holding back now.
Can you imagine Brainiac as Wonder Woman? Why did you not stop the time?
More enemies.
He doesn't have a squad ultimate.
Warriors, die for the glory of Kodo. And for me.
I hope those crystals at least lower your electric bill. And then you got extra.
I'm the one freezing time around here.
Hey, how's my murderer?
Let's pop his crystal tanning ball real good.
Not Brainiac.
Have something nice, hot, and
Destroying you on a molecular level.
Our Trojan Terminons now contain a gold kryptonite booster.
This sabotage has only shortened your already infinitesimal lifespans.
That one hurt him.
Dark Vortex, stand and be obliterated.
Laughing and crying.
Heat vision felt a touch primitive, but interesting. These Kryptonian powers have a considerable energy drain. No matter.
Oh, time freeze.
Dark Vortex, time to focus.
Filling her up.
Incineration is a very effective means of problem solving. You see, Superman may have had the brawn, but he lacked the might of my intellect.
Let me get a quick boost.
on Joker's target, making it weird.
That's enough. I'm tiring of these games and you.
They can't all be hit.
A little showy for my tastes, but very satisfying.
Oh, no, you don't. No crystal for you, buddy.
Incineration is a very effective means of problem solving.
That's right.
I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Keep mission.
Firing on Joker.
You may have bested the Man of Steel, but I'm his superior in every way.
Sending your target.
Ah! A fair limitation of the Kryptonian. He would simply withstand the bullets.
I think Superman was stronger.
But I can light a light bulb.
That's enough. I'm tiring of these games and you.
A prize stinker.
Heat vision felt a touch primitive, but actually, it's enjoyable. You see, Superman may have had the brawn, but he lacked the might of my intellect.
A big target from a big shark. I'm there.
Let me borrow you for a second, buddy.
I'm doing it all for the laughs, pals.
You may have bested the Man of Steel, but I'm his superior in every way.
Taking your target seriously.
Transport X, stand and be obliterated.
What a screw up.
That's enough. I'm tiring of these games and you.
No crash, all burn.
Throwing things is not an effective method of communicating your needs to others.
You may have bested the Man of Steel, but
Where
I'm
you at?
superior in every way.
I'm reloading.
Do you mind?
I definitely did not miss that counter shot.
You see, heat vision felt a touch primitive, but actually, it's enjoyable.
Got him. Yeah, bitch. Hold that, bitch.
Interesting. You do so love to test the parameter.
So this is the ending cutscene. Alien. L Superman. He is not a good Superman imitator.
Phasing array so they can choose the terms and conditions of their own suicide missions.
Alright, let's see what the reward is looking like.
Task Force X.
Another 10. That was a 3. That was Brainiac number 3 of 13.
Now I can reinvent myself as an arch.
Alright, so they gave us 2 purples, which is unacceptable. Master Shooting Star. After hovering for at least 5 seconds, your critical hit chance with firearms increased by 100% while hovering. That's for Deadshot. Uppercut. Don't need that. Deal Strange Group Therapy. I already have that. Don't have it. It's not a mastered version. Heat Wave. Don't need. Got a Master 2 of the Reverse Flash. Hitting an electrified enemy. Burn. This one is not a fan of this one, honestly. I got the normal Notorious, Firefly. I wanted the corrupted version. So yeah, I got a Master 2, Tier 1, Two-Face Grenade. Yeah, this one is good for the duality bonus, actually. Each time you punish an enemy, you regenerate 50% shield. But I have that need. Let's see. Master jurisdiction. A normal master jurisdiction. Don't need that. Let's see, a master tier 1 shield mod. And a master 2 assault rifle. Pretty sure I already have. Yeah, I have this is a weaker version of what I have. Get rid of that.
What is the cause for celebration? Your
7 years working on this, indeed. All right, that's literally it for the Brainiac thing. That is how that ends. God, we need more inventory space. This is crazy. Do I already have? I need first things first. I want to squeeze in a tier 1. What do I replace? Decisions. I like having the guarantee to punish. I could do that with the. Guess I could do that with the Master Two-Face. I like having the Ego Strange shield. And the grenade is so good. It's got 4 augments. What's up, Donnie? What do I get rid of? If I just get rid of a gun, just go for a double one. Yeah, let's try this. First, I gotta clear some space. Ooh, I gotta clear some space. All right. We'll switch to the tier 1. We'll get the 2-piece bonus for the tier 2. Tier 1 bonus. This. So after testing it out, don't really need the extra. 250%. I like having the field regeneration. So we'll rock out with that. Oh, the Master Reverse Flash. Don't like that perk. I have a normal version. That's an easy delete. Delete the normal version. Save the master version just in case I want to try out. I can. Yeah, we're doing some inventory. We gotta do some inventory. Get rid of that. I gotta clear space. There's some master tier 1 grenade. I'll save it. Master nesting doll. I can lose that. I can lose that. What mastery does the Master 5 weapons drop? Any mastery. You have to unlock the new difficulty setting to get access to the new master weapons. That's what they locked it behind. Master shooting star. I already have one. This one has better stats. That's only a 2 augment. I'll just get rid of it. All right, now I'm back down to 290. What else can I get rid of? I get rid of some of these guns. Pinpoint stack deck pistol. I'm never going to use this. Not even a master item. Alright, so I've been managing at 289. So 289 we can manage and it doesn't become too much of a problem. Alright, so this will be the build for now. Alright, chat, I'll be right back. Gotta go pee. All right, I'm back. You already at Invasion 8. Yeah, I feel like the mastery item, I think I remember them saying something in the blog about stuff dropping at higher mastery levels. They obviously they weren't exactly forthcoming about everything being locked behind invasion difficulty. We're at invasion. Yeah, we got a long way to go before we hit invasion. We finish invasion 8. We're at 285,000 out of 700,000. So I'm guessing, yeah, you need to. Well, yeah, you definitely need to get all of them unlocked to unlock the full loot pool. And then I guess it's a matter of high mastery level and luck. Because so far the highest I've seen is grade 2. But I've yet to see anything impressive about it. Like, like the most impressive thing I've seen is like my two-face grenade that has 4 augments for some reason. And it's not even a master item. Like the grade 2 looks there's nothing different between grade 2 and a normal one. There's no distinguishing, like except it's a weapon, it'll have like higher stats or whatever. But it's like, who cares? Give me extra augments. Give me something. Give me a new perk. Give me an improvement on the existing perk. Yeah, I've got I can look through it. I'm not seeing, I haven't seen like anything good so far in terms of the new changes to the gears. Like the corrupted, I could see the corrupted look, I can look at it and like, okay, that one has a better version of the normal Notorious's perk. But the process of getting corrupted is like, I'm not gonna go through all that for Brainiac. Like if I could just, at least if you could farm the Brainiac fight, but I'm not gonna run through 3 different missions. I just want to skip right to Brainiac.
No offense, Joker.
I just want to do a straight up boss challenge.
Boomerang World's got more franchise potential.
Where's the boss challenge? Alright, so highest I've completed there is 17. Let's see. Oh, I got some master. So you got a Master 2 Infamy. Which one did I have that was a legendary? Might be on a different character. Yeah, so far the Master 2 haven't really seen a difference. It's like Master 2 is just like I don't know, maybe once we start seeing Master 3 or 5, it'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Or maybe we gotta just get higher mastery level. Alright, well, now that I got my build complete, I can just focus on that.
Follow that road.
Can't tell them who rescued them, but I
So
know
just
we
play these in a loop.
You're with the good guys now. Yes, she's with us. Yes, she is a hologram.
What's up, Mikey? Not feeling well? Sorry to hear that, my friend. Hope you get well soon. Hey, I almost forgot about the after show. But I got time. It's only 5:40.
The scorches scrub out.
I got time to do show prep. And relax a bit.
Squatting in fear is no way to spend your last moments, Terrence.
All right, your next pickup just
All right,
got
ready up.
here. Don't start slacking.
Does any mission give Black Manta weapons? There's no targeted farming in this game except for the villain-themed weapons, the Infamy ones for the season. The Infamy weapons will have the name of the mission. They'll just have the type of weapon you can get. You know, for Duality map, you got your places for the two-face weapons. All the other weapons you have to farm the good old-fashioned way. And hope you get them. But you're guaranteed to get all the weapons anyway, all the new weapons anyway for that season, just by playing the game and leveling and increasing your season rank. So eventually you'll get all the new ones.
All right, TFX.
I mean, it should be pretty easy. I got Black Manta weapons pretty early. I just haven't used them yet. If you play enough, you'll get them pretty easily. Blow that up on you. One thing I don't like about this map is the enemy density. Not enough enemies. Look at that juggle. did nothing. How's that not dead yet?
Timing needs work.
Finally get to use my ult.
All units, rid this world of its remaining Joker immediately.
Fresh facility raid. And me with my umbrella. I'm breaking into Lex's facility.
Ooh, helicopter.
Yeah. Check those moves.
Guess they told all their friends about us.
Blow those up. Not a fan of the Green Lantern mechanics. More annoying than anything.
Get Joker's target off the stage.
More enemies. More shields. More shields.
Tricks, aren't you, Joker?
More shields. More invincibility mechanics. It's so just It's not interesting. I was just the Avengers had with their enemy design. It was like, let's give them shields.
Joker,
Over
your
shields.
vicious talents are wasted fighting for this world.
It's like over shields are not interesting.
Cracking this facility open like a melon in a video challenge. Let's facilitate.
Ooh,
pals.
Green Lantern
That's
shield,
what Lex
invincible.
put him here
Like this is
for.
so annoying.
A new target, Boomerang? Don't mind if I do.
I just go through the map.
Aren't you all on Harley's target? I am. Like a refreshing spritzer. Cheers.
The tier 1,
So many fascinating metrics and data points.
the tier 1 perk didn't even work.
And you're all still alive. That's good too.
I was using a tier 1 piece for the shield
We're real
generation.
with the baddies.
It doesn't even work.
This isn't a victory, Task Force X. It's delaying
I gotta just take that off.
And you know as well as I, it
And
is
put the full tier 3 back on. You're stuck at the Finite Crisis and won't let you switch to the episode. Nothing you can do about that. Yeah, I can't even start the game normally if it freezes after the motion comic. If going through Nexus to change the episode doesn't work, then
Just the prop I've been looking for.
see what we got here. Timed up. Lava for Deadshot. Another Predator. Don't care about that. Balance full jacket. This firearm does 100% more. Pistol version of that. Two-face gun, don't need it. Normal two-face coin, don't need it. Another reverse flash for boomer. Yes. Tier 1 neck bomb. Master grenade.
And I thought I was
Check and see if I have it
show-off.
already. Because we're coming back for episode 2. There's nothing that's really a sense of urgency. You want the boss fight is, you know, there's no new story expansion. So you don't need to worry about that. It's only worth coming back if you're like actually interested in the gear aspect of the game. You just want to make some new builds. I already got master. I got 2 master jurisdictions.
Scan negative. Disappointing.
2 master 2. Get rid of that.
Combining forces.
Save. Place this too. Put the tier 2 two-face. Why are my weapons disappearing? Three, no. Bro, where's my tier? Did I not favorite yet?
Can't underestimate the Terran's
Yeah,
resourcefulness.
let me get that 3-piece bonus since the tier 1 sucks. Tier 3 for me. Tier 2 for me. Alright, so we did 30 there, 30 there.
To be frank, I didn't expect you to be
Haven't
so
done that one yet.
eager about suicide missions across the multiverse.
Put some bullets in this drone and some prizes in our pockets.
What's episode 2? It's part 2 of season 1, episode 1.
Look, give him the slip.
New missions, new weapons, a new Brainiac boss encounter.
Ah, let's shoot for the moon. And
new quality of life changes. Only difference is supposed to be content that bridges the gap between the end of season 1 and the start of season 2, or the start of next season. That's how they designed it. Instead of having a one season drop with everything, they basically split it up into 2 parts,
It was nice knowing you.
so that they could, in theory, have less of a gap in time between content updates. Full patch notes are on their blog. You can read them at !patch in the chat. I'll pull it up.
We better take down these goofs if we want to smash them.
Ideal conflict. No pesky collateral or treaty violations.
Broken Hazard is a decent farm.
A fractional underestimation of your weapon's strength. Now you've exposed an incubator.
Here's our opportunity to chew up this incubator and spit it out!
There will always be terminals. Even after this dimension's host pool dries up.
Alright. What's next? What are you shooting at me?
Screen and most
One downside with not playing solo is not being able to use my squad ultimate.
this crystal shatter.
I think it's because if someone pops their squad ultimate, you don't get the effects of yours.
Time for my favorite part. The killing.
Another vulnerable incubator.
Slimy deaths are the best deaths. And boy, did that incubator deliver.
All surviving units, please pacify the clown.
Smash that crystal into deadly confetti.
There's someone hiding back here.
I will crystallize your whole world.
Is that a threat, Brainiac?
All units, you
Now's our chance. Let's deliver the coup de grace.
There's the last one. We out here.
All of them? Just for us?
Under no circumstances shall the Earthlings escape. Hunt them down.
Firing on Joker.
Enemy reinforcement.
I'll be right down.
Your mastery 600. Why can you not play these new missions at 600? Sounds like you're on the completely wrong Earth, my friend. Remember, with every new season and every new season update, you have to go to the right Earth. They want to start you over so that you can grind the new content. So with episode 2 comes Duality. So you're resetting. It's a whole new map. New season rank, new rewards. You start over. I got the Master 2 Firefly grenade.
Here is me thinking I'd need
Is there anything different about it between the normal version? I haven't seen any good mastered items yet for the new update. Force of Will for Harley. Punch. Master the Floor's Lava for Deadshot. Each burning enemy hit with a terrestrial attack increases your critical hit damage by 25%. I'll keep that one. Master Reverse Flash for Boomerang. Black Manta Pistol. Reverse Flash for King Shark. Master 2. Three. We don't need a Black Mana pistol.
Oh, is it flexing time again? Cool.
Tier 1 for you. You got turned down. 1.2k damage and constant punishment. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with tier 2 for now. I like the Suicide Strike meta. It's about time that it got some love after those modifiers destroyed it. Yeah, each hit you take has a 50% chance of punishing. If it hits you, each time you punish an enemy, you generate 50% shield. That perk didn't even work for me. Every 10 seconds, you either deal 1.2k more damage to burning enemies, or your melee hits have a 100% chance of burning enemies. You need at least at least 2 of those pieces for it to be useful. Which is tricky. Because I have great items in slot pretty much everywhere else. But I like that it's a viable option for anyone that wants it. So I finally completed my tier 2 set. Got my mastered version of the two-face rifle. So I'm satisfied with the build now. It's just a matter of getting the rest of these weapons. I gotta finish Invasion level 8. I have to unlock that because I want to be able to get full access to the loot pool. Because so far I haven't seen any really good mastery items. I want to see what the higher grades look like. Now on PC, I play pretty much exclusively on PlayStation 5. Yeah, the only grenade I'm using right now is the Two-Face, because formal opinion, the one I got dropped with 4 augments. So I'm obviously going to be using that. It's working great for me. 4 augments,
Okay, folks, you're safe now.
and it helps me with
Move on.
the 2-piece bonus,
Do not try
with
to
the piece
sell the
bonus
car.
for the tier for the set. Yeah, formal opinion is crazy. That's my new favorite grenade. Until I can get 4 augments on something better. This is a lock for me in my grenade slot. Now I get shield regen, traversal resource, and suicide strike resources for my grenade throws. Formal opinion is crazy. I literally have no need for the Pokemon, because I once we got to the new season and once I saw all the changes they were making, I'm like, okay, so I don't need to use poison anymore, because the only reason I was using poison is because they literally forced you to use it. Now they're not forcing you to use it; they're like encouraging you to use burn. So I'm like, okay, I can just ditch poison. The only reason I was using the polka dot is because it helped me spread the poison faster. And I like the the AoE stuff, but yeah, but if I'm not worried about spreading poison, yeah, 4 augments, you crazy? I'm definitely using the 4 augment grenade. The crazy grenade. Other than that, legitimately the only interesting thing about this episode is the gear. The Brainiac mission, the Brainiac boss fight is what it is, but I have no interest in playing it again, because you got to play 3 missions before you get to Brainiac, and I'm not finna do that. Just for that corrupted gear. But I'm interested in the mastery items, the master grade items. So I got to just keep climbing until I get it. Can't like higher than slam bullets. Yeah, that's how it works every season. Going forward, you have to unlock the mastery item. You have to unlock mastery levels. I mean, obviously, killing time doesn't let you choose regardless. If you're doing killing time, you're just on the wrong mission. But yeah, every new season, you're basically starting over. You have to re-unlock mastery levels. You start from 0. You have to re-unlock mastery levels. You're basically on a separate Earth. You have to re-unlock the mastery levels. The exact same thing you did for the Joker, except you have to accept the grind to unlock mastery levels is shorter. Instead of having to get to season 35, which was a requirement to get to the Brainiac fight in episode 1, you only have to get to 10. So you do killing time. That'll get you to 10 pretty fast. And then you fight Brainiac. That unlocks mastery levels, and then you can start increasing your mastery levels. But yeah, killing time still the fastest method. That's what me and Jay did to get all the way to get the Brainiac fight unlocked. Still the best method. So just do that. It'll get you there to 10 in no time. Much faster than Joker, because you only have to get to 10 instead of 35, which was definitely a good change. But make sure you select the episode. Yeah, some people were having trouble. I selected the episode from the Nexus. I just went to Nexus, and it has the Earths available. This is the episode 1 map, the R2 to hit to episode 2 map, and then I just selected it. And that allowed me to change the map to the Two-Face map. But yeah, killing time will definitely get you Brainiac unlocked the fastest. Alright, so I gotta go prep for the podcast on the after show. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope you enjoy episode 2. Yeah, the game basically is what it is at this point. But at least they have some good quality of life changes. But I don't like I don't like that they lock the gear updates behind the new map. Like, to get the corrupted gear, you have to fight Brainiac, and then they made getting the it made fighting Brainiac, like, that farm is just too much of a time waster for me to bother. Like, it's a good idea, but there's got to be a faster way to fight Brainiac to make it viable. Because I just fought him twice. I've fought him twice so far, and I've gotten one corrupted piece. It's like, yeah, not worried about it. All right, catch y'all later on the podcast. Peace.